Welcome everyone to more fun with our devices, especially vintage and retro one, especially they're so good looking and quality and stuff like IBM's PowerPC and Apple's enclosure. And using that actually exposed another bug that I wasn't aware of. Namely, I fixed Mole, the Mac on Linux. You will see it in a minute. I just made the mistake before my lunch break. I thought I suspended to memory like Apple's did in the day, and here it suspended something. Fans were still spinning, but didn't wake up yet. So anyway, we need to patch GNU bits further. So what is broken is actually we have this special PowerPC 64 with 32-bit by default, which back in the day some other distributions like maybe Debian or so also shipped, maybe not anymore. And we still do that. I once wanted to do away with that, but in the end didn't, for performance reasons. And the issue is the usual pointer size, memory and cache optimization, right? So what happens is, so Mole, and also like all the other packages built, like 99, how dare I even do your bin, best without typo. Most of the stuff builds, except the one few thing, but actually it's a bug. So what's happening is Mole is actually one of the few things manually running assembler on something. Usually you just run the compiler and that's it. And of course it has to work. And with our patch of patching a couple of things, basically having 64-bit but not usually using it, like for this PowerPC, like PlayStation, but even theoretically this Apple, right? For sure it will perform better with 32-bit pointers, and in case of GCCs it could be a massive whopping megabytes of it. Certainly more the PS3, right? Because you only have 250 minus buffers and caches, memory and kernel. So yeah, let's further tweak this. I patched already the linker. If we wouldn't patch the linker, even more would be affected. So it's actually a very raw find. Do I have here? So in the linker, people always need to call asynchronous messaging mechanisms, IPC, for that interpersonal communication. So we patch architecture, PowerPC, package, GNU tools here somewhere. So we patch LD, here's this PowerPC stuff. So we need something like that, like basically the other one is the default, something of that sort. So let's see, that would be GAUS probably. Target, maybe PowerPC 64. What is that doing over here? So that is some stuff, find out which ABI we are using. PowerPC. Just apparently some default. Are we even? Welcome everyone. 0 frames. Just always need to keep my eye on all the details there. Not that we live stream without audio or frames. So let's see. Somewhere must be some assignment. I would guess for some default. Hopefully. Worst case, it might even not be possible to patch easily. What is it even freaking doing here? FreeBSD, GNU Linux, SPARC Linux. Where would that then be? It is also always possible that I looked also already into that. Okay, we could check for target. Okay, let's maybe check for ELF64 PowerPC. I've seen that, but maybe that is the reason why I didn't patch it earlier. Yeah, some of the stuff is always a little bit cumbersome, if not boring, right? But I mean, could ZP... Here's some 60... Wait, say test? What do they test here? So all of this fun stuff, find out which AVI we are using. Okay, they actually compile that and then file that. That's of course extremely low tech. That totally doesn't help us and is not what we are looking for. Okay, let's maybe fire up the thing. So we still have some other bugs to fix, alright, but of course we still have to tackle that. I just want to see what the compiler output there is. Yeah, that is the thing from yesterday, but now we know that we need to... Yeah, by the way, I looked into that. By the way, was there some grub2 list all UIDs? How to get you from a device... LSL maybe? Because maybe some UUID... Oh. Unknown file system? What? Why does that error out so quickly? So was it 4, 5? It was 3. Yeah, totally readable. So yeah, I looked on file system. All right, we need set root here. Was it 3? Only one way to find out. I looked into this quickly this morning. Theoretically, we do the right thing there, or grub find UUID thing. Maybe somehow the UUID find thing errors out for whatever unknown file system reasons. It's the usual nonsense. So I had already 2 other things in mole Mac on Linux patched. We probably don't have it here anymore, right? Because it probably was tempfs. Yeah, of course. But that's not the worst thing. So, I mean, okay, we could already run that because we need it anyway. Oh, you don't see this for reasons. Actually, you know what? I probably should reposition that. Let me just remove. Although probably... No, maybe something like that thought. I think this is a more ideal... I mean, it's still huge for me locally. But that... Yeah, leave... Do we have one? Yeah, pro tip, don't test your suspend to memory when you have uncommitted, unsafe tempfs changes. So this will error out soon. Where would be the gas default? Maybe we find something. Do we have this configured? Are we? Luckily, maybe. Target here in. Here is some. Oh, this is config. I mean, maybe it would be better to patch that. I have here bloody network cable just running below. It's not super ideal, to be honest. Need more hubs, more switches, more network cable. At least I've saved one thing because it also didn't build parallel, and like I've worked around already some fcommon thing in their Linux kconfig copied kconfig thing, and wait, this might infinite loop maybe because timestamp. Yeah, I need to order new battery. NTP date. Probably we should have some safeguard. Actually, I have this potentially maybe on my to-do, which. Maybe not. Maybe I have it on some to do somewhere else. Maybe NTPD by default and general safeguard for unclear RTC or so. Because we have the same thing on lots of embedded boards like the Mango Pi or probably even the Raspberry Pi. A lot of embedded boards unfortunately don't come with a RTC. So yeah, probably general safeguard. Probably I'm not the biggest. Oh, also we need to build it. I'm not the biggest fan. Also maybe we script clean that. Yeah, and this is by the way also a symptom of something out of sync. I knew that. So yeah, getting Mole to build. Yeah, 4 fixes, right? 1 package. Yes, it's some, but it was high performance, right? It was the most high performance, faster and snappier than VMware. And stuff, right? It worked amazing, right? I was so productive with that on my 800 MHz iBook, Mac on Linux, Mole, the QEMU for PowerPC. It's a pity. It's somewhat underdone. Yeah, so this NTP is not the biggest fan of running NTP by default. But I mean, most people would probably run it in production anyway to keep their log file timestamps in sync, and then for embedded boards, that is, I mean, either we add a separate. I mean, we anyway need some kind of safeguard. Like if it's like totally unset, we should run it. Or, and by the way, we could also have some off, like we could actually use the T2 build time as at least a minimum time, right? Even if you have some embedded board without RTC, like some last 12 months usually, or plus minus whatever. Of course, if you load a decade-old ISO, it helps you a little, but most people load a 1-year-old ISO at max, and so like some default is already better than completely no default. Yeah, so this failed quickly on this epic thread wrapping PowerPC. Dual socket, dual processor, state of the art, some decades ago. So Mole. So the other things I know already. So I fixed two things already. So not all is lost. So I also remember how to fix this. I had this fixed already. So this was source main Linux misc, and so somehow this ucontext there is even here. Did this somehow not match? So this is now with _t how it should be. I have no idea how this previously built. Probably there was some way to previously build this. And I believe hopefully the last fix, so that was unsaved. Let's maybe fix file diff at this time and name that hotfix u context t patch. Actually, maybe I rename it with OT just because. And so yeah, four fixes, one of which is all system. Ah, right, actually five freaking fixes you get by fixing this decade-old Abandonware. So this was removed in glibc a while ago, a year ago. Sick name. You see, I've done this already earlier this morning. I would leave here more space. By the way, pro tip, right? I would really use more, like this spacing is alien to me, right? Use consistent spacing, like there. Here also, this makes the readability so much harder, in my opinion, right? Use consistent and just like, in my opinion, improves the readability. Like if you do it properly everywhere, so much better. But of course, I undo it. Obviously, I don't want to patch it with. What have I done there? Yeah, so much to show casing here, white spaces, and so yeah. And last but not least, assembler, because this is assembling some optimization. So the error is final linking fails with incompatible elf object. Snappy, ain't it? Nothing like some dual socket IBM power goodness. Yeah, building more, maybe sometime soon it will fail. I mean, it should be a sick name. What? Oh, maybe this was wrong. Yeah, so much to using your old. So there was some package where I had this in. Was it tick list? Yeah. Ah, best was a typo. What is? Guess I need holiday. String signal. I tell you already wrong things here. Oh, come on. Yeah, so much to I saved that. I was also wrong, I believe. I think it was main. Yeah, so much to sig name, of course. Ah shit, this will probably not cut. Ah, I copy and pasted for some wonder. String signal. Yeah. Yeah, also static strict C typing, right? It builds with unknown stuff and yeah. So yeah, we want some different emulation or so. So yeah, what do we have left? We have this IP checksum PowerPC incompatible, so I had this already earlier. Those are somewhere, like maybe here. This one here. So that's ELF64. While although we are on PowerPC 64 and stuff, as I said, we optimize this, right? So we default to 32-bit, most significant bit first, PowerPC or Cisco 4500. Also has this naming here. Thank you very much. Yeah, the naming, cursed naming. So emulation. Default emulation. That looks promising. Although it looks empty-ish. You know what, let's quickly spy in SPARC. If we're lucky, maybe I fix this for SPARC, you never know. Because for SPARC, of course, we have the same thing here. Oh, here is something. Our freaking CPU type. GUS configure target. Ah, you see, it's like 25 years. Half of it stayed in there. Here is something. Okay, this only has CPU type. Do we not have... So yeah, that this still is a valid target. It's like really... I mean, RS 6000, yes, RISC System 6000, aka otherwise known as PowerPC. It's like, yeah. Okay, here we have somehow... Why is this? So this is somehow not all. Check architecture variant, CPU type, and optionally Indian and Arch. It's alpha sorted, not DEC alpha, just alpha. Vertically, strange that they don't have 64 in here. Why do they have that for SPARC? It's a little bit perplexing. Is that only half the story? Somewhere they must decide whether... Where is the freaking default for this? For the time being, on PowerPC 64 don't report overflow. A determines whether here is PowerPC is PowerPC 64 target flavor. That's the most helpful. Okay, they have A32 and A64. core. Where is the default for that? Set PPC CP2 if it's not already set. Maybe I should actually check if it's voluntarily. Probably it does. As we're not patching it, it probably must somewhere. PPC object. Ah, here, BFD default target size. Yeah, something. I'm getting somewhere. Ah, it's in BFD. Getting closer, but we're not yet really there yet. Okay, we probably need to grab for this one here. It probably comes out of configure. Here is something. Where do we have PowerPC? And so the win-win is, of course, it potentially helps fix other bugs wherever they might be looking. Also do the same for SPARC. It's a little bit of a pity that this is not more symmetric, right? That it's not the same name for everyone, so we need to always patch it slightly different for SPARC than for PowerPC. I think I jumped over it. When you were nearly there, and then jump one search too far. Where the heck is it? Here is more. Here's target size. Why is he okay? Here's this VEC. What is this? For VEC in Xserve. Is that the only target size? Yeah, the names. Okay, it probably is here. Just no MIPS. PowerPC a little bit. Puzzled by this naming here. I mean it. Can we just define that to 32 and it will work, or will this crash stuff? Yeah, recurrently this stuff is so complex. Which of those is this even? So it... Because the naming is so silly. For vec and cell, vec cell. Target in canonical targets. Or how other write it, canon targets. The processing still needs to be done. If we're deciding needs to be concurrently, it will include if the default any other expression the target occurs, it will include 32,000 times requested and was given even if target all is used. I guess we will give it a try. The question is, I mean, does FBSD mean FreeBSD? I mean, this hopefully should only be the default, right? We probably should double check that. I'll not substitute those there. So that expands to BFD default target size. Should set this to target size here and configure AC. Ah, darn, I used the wrong target. Did I use just VI? Shit. Okay, let's fake it. Actually, you know what? We don't... Okay, it was 64, so actually this is slightly stupid. Because... we could remove it fully because it's the default, right? So here's a semicolon. Did I introduce it or... was it there? Did I really mistype it or was there some stray semicolon? So yeah, as we found, the assembler should potentially use the default from there, so I guess that has a chance to maybe work. Only one way to find out architecture. Yeah, let's build it immediately. Yeah, and of course we epic thread rip that, cross compile that, right? He has it built, so there must have been a stray semicolon. Yeah. So also I got an email. Let's check the email. Then, okay, it built without, with this modification. Let's see. Bin utils. Is this not a new? It's a brand new installation. Why does it? Okay, fine. Let's copy it reverse. Maybe we need to adopt some secure shell shenanigans again. Or I need to update my, maybe the target secure shell is now newer. So I install it. Let's hope it's not more broken. So that's installed, the cross-compiled binary. Let's find S files. No, it's quite some. We need at least this one and that one. Touch for rebuild. See what we got. Oh, we got 32-bit MSP relocatable. It did something! Yay! I hope we didn't break it. It doesn't assembly 64-bit stuff like building a local kernel. Yeah, amazing. Usually stuff breaks on the first try and holds and catches fire. But apparently not this time. And more. Undefined reference to unexpected exception. I mean, we got further. Wait, it's still. Oh, this is. Check some PPC missing node section implies executable stack. That's a little bit unfortunate. What's on? Where is it even from? Init. This is also an R. Maybe. Is this also? Did we get an unmatching? Undefined reference to unexpected exception. Why does stuff always need to break? But yeah, if you do assembler, then it's a 32-bit MSP relocatable. Maybe the compiler optimized something away. What do you get here? What does it complain about? Undefined reference to unexpected exception. Trip error unexpected here. External from somewhere. Here is some vsprintf thing. Unexpected infected. I mean, it's extern. I mean, sometimes GCC now was so clever to only honor that if that was from a header file, right? Let's vsprintf, the name of this file is of course a little bit nah. No, it has unexpected exception, right? T should be text. Object dump disassembly. Oops. Nah, you delete. Wanna be clever and was it not J? Dash dir in section J. Okay, fine, then freaking all. Ah, this is LTO stuff. Okay, maybe that is an LTO breakage. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But of course, LTO breakage is just disable LTO then for now. Maybe this is why it didn't disassemble the text section. Okay. Maybe that's all with LTO disabled. Let's save this to X. Do we have that in here? F common no LTO at least. Yeah, okay, let's not even bring Clang into the. So then copy X to hotfix that without a T, remove that with a T, then so here we wanted the uContext thing and then move X to hotfix. So I usually group this stuff, so that was sig string thick. Alright, we also need to delete the uContext stuff. And if you're wondering why I even bother with this stuff, not only is it nice to have for preserving, emulating legally in rack mounted servers, but also keeping other edge cases right fixed, and with that making our 32-bit default also for the P3, for the precious P3, right? So all is in there. Let's give that another try without LTO. And then, right, we are here. So theoretically, so that worked. Then let's do the same for SPARC. While at it. So all of our patrons, GitHub sponsors and YouTube members get most of that playing on their outstanding quality computer devices along at home. So GNU tools, that was BFD. So SPARC. So that was target somewhere 64, right? Oh, here we have some. So SPARC. Here would those be? So we have here, yeah, this is ELF and stuff. I still wonder what is the name. So that is probably FreeBSD and Solaris? probably. Nah. Whatever. Here, look, here are semicolons, and the other were not systematical semicolons. If you want to earn your free open source contributions, since you could send a patch upstream, I believe, like making this more uniform. If you wanted to fix file diff, that might be not too much, but we will hand edit that to Arch SPARC package bin utils and Arch SPARC package. Here still is open. No, here, there, there. And delete the PowerPC stuff. So yeah, probably, so either it's like, I mean it works, but... So, of course it needs testing, so I will probably commit this only when this build next time for SPARC. This still failed, this cyclist undeclared. Did I misname the patch though? Nah. Nothing without a typo. Of course we are smart. As I always say, use your brain cells, not your vast computing power, save some electrons, and your time, of course, I mean the best is always without typo, but then, like I did, not just on Horizon, we could just rebuild this, but save some minutes conf. Dear. And eval make opt. What? Did I overlook this? What's even freaking going on here? How could I type such nonsense? I clearly shall I subscribe? Give it some super things that I can get a free afternoon or weekend. Some of my typing and stuff regresses day after day. Yeah, so that kind of stuff's another thing that we learn. Such kind of manual assembler thing could be stuff that throws LTO stuff up. Apparently, I'm surprised as well. I mean, maybe not, but we will see. Now it has mem sets. What the heck? How does that get? I remember that. What was? So this is size optimization related. Probably, so what does it build here? This is mole self-test. Yeah, maybe that, can we delete this self-test? So probably this stuff, maybe that's a freestanding executable. I hope it doesn't always execute, that would really suck. So that is stuff that's generated, I mean in modern GCCs or Clang they can always generate this if they recognize some patterns, then that will, like if some programmer writes code that resembles a memset or memcopy, a string lang, GCC might recognize it and will say, okay, this is usually called on such large regions of memory that we can just use the function, right? Like if GCC figures, okay, this is probably a string that's just 1, 2, 3 characters long, then it will leave it there and as a micro optimization. But if GCC figures, not, this is usually probably most likely large input, then let's just use a highly optimized library function. And then this also, I believe this is some general register, general program register restore stuff for size optimization. I believe it's usually size optimization. That probably should live in libgcc. I mean, we might be able to work around it by linking that to... I mean, we could see how much more stuff is broken. What does it want at the end? It's some .a files, so source mol elf. What does it want to build here? Yeah, quickly check some vintage emulation goodness and then spend your time with such nonsense. Where's the freaking self-test thing? Oh, there, it's there also. Top and top all. Okay, config. Where's the freaking... What? Is this even the right... Ah, wait, I think I was in the wrong... Was I in the wrong... Ah, here's self-test and key remote. Okay, we probably better should check what the self-test really does. This piece of code is run inside mol. That is, it is not linked against glibc. I mean, maybe it runs a self-test each time. It wouldn't surprise me. This was actually pretty... I mean, is this actually, to be fair, I mean, not only this was one of the most outstanding, fastest virtualization things. Again, much faster than... Because PowerPC was also better virtualizable, right? This was so snappy. This was probably more snappy 20 years ago on PowerPC than QEMU kind of sort of sometimes is today without excessive hardware virtualization. Yeah, the question is, can we link this with... So they probably built this with freestanding, right? Link command Linux, LD, whatever. Can we just LGCC? Ah, I did. Okay. Maybe we could. I mean, on x86 we would not get away with it with remote stuff, but maybe we were lucky? Please tell me we're lucky. I mean, would be so cool to see this running, actually. And just for the pure sake of... I mean, mostly we fixed some assembler stuff. And we found some other grub boot stuff to take care of. And... LGCC, no such fellow. I don't really want to hard code that. I could give it a try though. And should we... Are those both freestanding? Maybe they are. I mean, if we include that here, it probably would also use it to link. I mean, we could try as a workaround, really. So this is built with GCC, right? Isn't it? Okay, let's first see if that does it. Also best without typo. Actually, to be fair, I copy and pasted that because I also only barely see it, but we could try to... I do this with the Linux kernel as well. Ah, shit. Why does this not... Or is it lib Xserve test A? Is that... Is this trying to link some libserve test thing, or is it trying to link command Y? Let's hope that prints what's running there. Yeah, theoretically should it not link this with that? So actually, oh wait a second. Wait, this is not in this file. Wait a second, this is already in libx. Oh no, wait, but it should, no, it is. So what it's doing here, yeah, it's linking this with libxself test A. Or is it, don't tell me, it could be order. It's not yet, I think this might be order sensitive. Okay, you know what, let's put the dependencies, let's put it here, then it will just work, if it works. And we could try if it magically goes away with O2, so, but it's a little bit fiddly. How many files are here? Oh, I'm also not giving that much time, right? Either it works eventually or... Yeah, there's some... I mean, we could match it on all of... Is it mole elf or... Yeah, so we probably... Yeah, we could try this. You know, not the most important, but... Still doesn't work. I think this should be in... I don't think it will go away with F freestanding. I'm not sure if they built it with F freestanding. I think I personally had an issue with that. That's undefined? Why is this undefined? Should this not be... Did we also still get the... Yeah, we also still get this one. I thought this should be in there. What? Ah, wait, this is also the wrong... Or is it? Yeah, actually that is the wrong... Ah, there we have something. Maybe I just used the wrong libgcc variant. Theoretically, of course, we will not hard... If this worked, we will not hardcode the path, but anyway, it doesn't work. Does this have memset? Does it? Oh wait, but now the other thing is gone, isn't it? Now it also has memset undefined. Does it would it have memset? It probably avoids that. I'm pretty sure this stuff is GCC is recognizing that. Yep. There must be something in there that looks like memcopy. Yeah, that is always annoying when once upon a time it did build. Does it measure performance or what? Test implementation speed. Yeah, those people. I mean, it's those should truly be millionaires. This was so outstanding code, and I rarely say this right. It's a shame, and this is a recurring theme, right? You do open source, and you're just another programmer somewhere with a mediocre salary. I wonder if... Is this only so... Do they have freestanding here? No, they don't. Let's try that. I don't have the highest hopes. Okay, let's leave it here because we might need this for now for OS, but so where was it? 11, more 11. Yeah, let's delete all of this because I wanted to rebuild with freestanding. Let's see. I don't have the highest hopes, but it's worth a try. I also don't have the highest hopes that just using O2 will get rid of that. Did one now build? Did self-test build, or maybe self-test build now? Can't even believe that. But yeah, this is, I mean, technically it might work, but I think I usually had this only with OS, of reusing some register, store and restore, save and restore. Wow, I mean, like, besides these warnings, cool. Well, you also want to see it running, right? So another hotfix. The name was small elf. We could let's see if it works. But let's comment this out. So this didn't work, did it? Ah, right, this is even wrong. Yeah, this is because 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, we don't need this. This is nonsense. Okay, one new count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we add no lines, right? So does it look... Oh yeah, and I want to test. So let's conditionally compile anything in libmol with O2 and see if that gets rid of this general purpose register restore stuff. For that, let's reuse a hack I have in the Linux kernel for jitter entropy. Mol desk and then make up and stuff maybe here and match. So how was this? Could we always forget if we can use, so this is append, right? Append append, so that goes last. So if it matches mol elf, then O2, otherwise nothing. So the T2 default, I always forget our wildcard matching here. I think we have Unix globbing there. I give it a 50-50 chance, unfortunately, only. Do I have a keyboard plugged in there? Also, this didn't apply for reasons. Because I was in the wrong directory. Genius. Let's see if X comes up. Although by the way, this, what is his name? Samuel. I have a patch that probably next to nobody else has from him. Yeah, Samuel Reed. A long time ago, when this stuff was new, he mentioned somewhere that I don't quite remember how it happened. By the way, this is not apply field, it's 16. So long story short, I have still in my mailbox, actually checked this last year just for, or recently, the last years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does this not freaking... I hate when this happens. Okay, you know what, we can easily recreate that, so... 1, 2... I mean, you know what, we could also, you know what, we might, you know what, let's move. Anyway, I got the patch from him a long time ago, probably 20 years ago. He implemented some custom block, basically virtual disk stuff, virt.io, but 20 years ago, before virt.io was invented. So basically, inventor of virt.io. Because I believe he had some para-virtualized faster storage thing or so. Or we patch actually doesn't make so much sense. Maybe we actually should rather maybe migrate more. If we would have too much time and stuff, we could migrate it to actually use virt.io proper. That would actually make more sense than this vintage patch that I have in my inbox. Move. We don't need to patch it if we anyway freestand it. We need it twice, but okay. We need it twice because obviously this is space sensitive, so we can't have space in there. That could work. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. And while this is building, let me try if X starts. No? Yes? Oh, it started. At least I have a TWM background. Just... Oops. Period correct mouse button one. And with this mouse already failed as everything from Apple. I think I got a defect. I think it came dead on arrival with my cube or so. Because that's not the original cable, the cable broke. Because obviously Apple quality. So obviously I reused some other Mac cable. Ah darn, it's not the smartest thing. Because that doesn't have a mouse button. Genius. Okay, we can... I mean, it does not have a mouse button, it only has one mouse button. It doesn't have a right-click mouse button. Need to start my Xterm like that, course reasons. Xterm came up. So X works on this Radeon. At least something. Okay, we don't have Firefox here, right? So yeah, just in case we wanted to try to run it, could run it. Actually, the resolution looks correctish. Actually, relatively sharp. Surprising. I have an overly long, like 2 meter long VGA cable. It's actually surprisingly sharp for a 2 meter VGA cable. Oh, build PowerPC mole. Okay, this is also old-fashioned stuff. Maybe we should. Maybe something like. I mean, we don't really need it, right? I mean, this is. You see, I mean, it's so much cleaner. There we have it. Because certainly we don't need to echo that nonsense. Cool. Totally unexpected. I wonder if it, you know what, we could start it. I forgot how to start it, to be honest. Mole image, RCGet? What? Mole image? Start mole. Of course, start mole. Have been configured for. Oh, it doesn't. At least it doesn't crash instantly. Running mole video configurator on VT7. Oh, there's something. Probe current video mode. Hey, this old-fashioned stuff still freaking works, Jan. I mean, I wish you could see it. Probe. Force probe iMac, yes. Why is all this stuff done? Writing configuration, okay, fine, whatever. KVM init failed. Certainly can fix this with KVM. Still fails. Why? IOCTL invalid argument KVM create VM. Maybe that is some. It could possibly be. Could possibly be some 32 versus 64-bit stuff also. I usually didn't. Does QEMU run? QEMU. We don't have QEMU. Okay, fine. Something for another day. Anyway, huge progress. Okay, so this workaround worked, and we don't need that anymore. Amazing. Even better. Just a tiny little bit at that. Tiny little bit of patching. Persuasion and some bin utils fix. And that is how we keep all the vintage and retro architectures maintained. Fixed Arch PPC64. Also default gas BFD gas to 32-bit. And then that stuff here, also cache. So some stuff, anything else? The rest should be good. Stray commits, this is one commit. I mean, very theoretically, you could factor that to glibc patches. Is it really? I mean, if that would be some mainstream VIP important core package thing, but I guess one commit. I guess that's all we needed here, right? So you probably don't. Oh no, you do. Fix multi build again with latest GCC glibc. Cleaned up.conf and update.cache. That's probably it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. If you want to see this in action and me to look further into that, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, I mean, we could quickly, should we quickly? I wonder how Alex tested this. Should we quickly tackle? You know what? It's a better optimization. Yeah, of course, over one hour bin utils and quickie code, 1 hour gone, or 1 hour 30. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Have a good day or night. Don't forget to purchase your Patreon or Super thing. Maybe take a look at T2, our amazing news distribution, or Xserve, my company who sponsors all this work day and night, and I hope to see you soon for all the next fun stuff to come.